Hey there everyone, it's Hillary of Creative Faith, and today I'm here with a video that you all requested over on my Instagram. Be sure you're following at Creative Faith Co on Instagram because I love interacting with you all there. And I posted a picture of my junk journal and asked if you guys would want to flip through, and so many people said yes, and then proceeded to ask me all these questions about like how to make a junk journal. So this video I will just kind of walk you guys through two different ways I've made junk journals and what my setup looks like. So this is an old book. Well, actually it wasn't old, it was a new book, but we took the cover off and my mom tore the pages out. And then I went over to my aunt's house. My aunt is super crafty and creative, and so she helped me put all these together. And so we added fabric down the binding. We learned that you should not use Mod Podge because it stains the fabric, but I mean, I think it looks cool because it looks well loved. Then we added ribbon trim to cover up the seam area, and then we punched holes in it and added elastic, and so that is how the cover is made. And then we covered the inside with this really pretty scrapbook paper. So that is how we made the holder for it, and let me see if I can pull this out. So this is what it looks like. So it's kind of like a traveler's notebook. So I am choosing to hold junk journals in here, but you could hold traveler's notebook inserts, or Creative Faith devotion kits would also fit in here. I'm seeing if I have any around. Let me grab one. So here's my Adventure Awaits devotion kit, and I'll put a link in the description box below if you guys wanted to grab this, but they also fit in here. Like, how cute is that? So I want to make more of these. It was a lot of work, but it'd be cool to use one of these to hold my devotion kits too. So that is how the outside was made. And then I have a couple different junk journals, and I want to show you guys two different ways that I have made them. This is a folder that my aunt made. I think she just took like a normal folder from an office supply store and cut it down and taped it, but it's housing like all these little tags that we made too. How fun is that? We just sewed on lace trim and watercolored them. And then this is a really cute Project Life card, and we sewed on this little fuzzy duckling because my aunt gave me a bunch of like those little mini golden books. Look how cute they are. They are like, I mean, I have small hands, but they're so tiny. So I'm excited to use these in my junk journaling too. So anyways, that's kind of how the setup is done in here. And so I'm going to show you guys the two different ways that I have made junk journals. Now this first one, this was from a Bible journaling workshop or retreat that I went on, and I have a whole video about that retreat that I'll link below. But two of the ladies, for their kind of, you wouldn't call it a giveaway, but their like gift to us was these junk journals, but we got to put them together. So they had already cut down the envelopes and dyed the papers and gathered the bags. And so we just arranged them in the order we wanted. And then I also had this sheet music, so I added sheet music to mine. And then we just stapled them. So Mary had an extra long-armed stapler. I did 3 staples down the middle, and you can see it is obviously holding up really well. And I have 2 other little traveler's notebooks that I have stapled closed, but I also can't find those because currently looks like a bomb went off in my bedroom / office. So stapling is one way to put them together, to put together a traveler or a junk journal. And so these, I don't know how they dyed these papers, but there's tons of YouTube videos if you just look up like paper dyeing. And yeah, one of my favorite accounts to follow for junk journals is Pink Paper Peppermint, and I'll link her channel below. So that is one way to make a junk journal, is by stapling it together. And then another way to make a junk journal is by sewing it together. So that's what we did with the rest of these inserts, is I gathered all the papers and then my aunt just stitched it. And we like left all the strings hanging because I feel like it looks kind of fun and whimsical. These are all the inserts we made, and so I just think all the string looks pretty fun. And so what I wanted to find, again, these stickers are somewhere in my room, but I wanted to put one on and write volume 1 on here, or maybe here, and write volume 2 on here. And so I'll just walk through what the inside looks like and how I'm using it. So we stitched on a lot of really pretty things. This is some ribbon trim she had. This is vellum from the Planner Society kit. And then I'm using mine to write out quotes and Bible verses, and like as a place to save pretty things. And I'm also putting a lot of like Happy Mail elements in it too. And this peony printable came from my Etsy shop, and it's the Seasons of Prayer Spring printable, and I'll link that in the description box below. But I just wrote out a quote from someone I found on Instagram. And then this is a quote from a book that I read called Own Your Everyday. I have a book review about it on my YouTube channel that I'll link below, as well as a link to grab it on Amazon. It's such a good book, and so I wanted to write out a quote from that. This is like photo paper that you like put in the sun, so those are feathers. And then this is like a bit of Happy Mail that my friend Holly sent me. I am a girl, I'm strong, I'm smart, and I can do anything, not on my own, but in the Lord. With some just paper scraps. I have a map that my aunt marbled, and I might glue something on top of that, like maybe a die cut. I thought this paper was really cool, and I want to write like little verses in it. And then on here, I used some crayons. My parents just got back from a trip to the Midwest, and they went to, I think it's called Mall of America, and the Crayola store. And so I was playing with the crayons they got me. This cactus image is also from Seasons of Prayer Spring. I wrote out a prayer. And this is an envelope, and I took this little piece of paper that was dyed, and I added this lace trim to it and added a quote from a book. It says, "If we don't stare at God, we will spend our time staring at lesser things, namely ourselves." And this was from the Bible Journaling Retreat. This actually came on the back of a envelope that one of the youth parents gave me as a thank you, and I just really liked that. And again, doing a Bible verse and a quote. And it's a cool place to because I save a lot of things from Instagram that I see people post, and so it's a neat place to put that. This is a playing card, and so I think I'm gonna either put white paint on the back or cover. Sorry guys, I got a phone call. So I have the playing card, and then this actually came, I think it was on a pair of pants or a shirt or something, but I was like, oh, this would be perfect in this little pocket. And then the cute little Winnie the Pooh elements were sent in some Happy Mail from my friend Holly. So I have dictionary paper, and then this is a bridge score sheet that my friend Monte sent me. And then this is my other signatures that I made. We made 6 total, and then this is just a hair tie or a headband from the Dollar Tree, so that's a really great idea if you are wanting to keep a bundle together. So I'll just do a quick flip through. We made lots of pockets and sewed lots of other fun things. The ones like this was a pocket that was only half a sheet, so we sewed it onto a little piece of paper. Construction paper, newspaper articles, more pockets. It's a really pretty envelope. Lots of little bits and bobs. I love pockets, so it's cool that there's a lot of pockets. And this one we also did a pattern and has it open on the side. so again, we used a thin strip of paper and sewed it on there. And it's cool because I got to use some like papers that my aunt had saved with my family history from Oregon City, where my mom grew up. My mom and my aunt grew up. This is another piece of our family history. Richard Long was my great-grandpa, and so this is a calendar, and we use that for the cover, and I love the ribbon trim on it. And this paper is a letter from the Board of Commissioners congratulating my great-grandparents on their 50th wedding anniversary. So it's really neat to have pieces from my family in here. Hymnal paper, little envelope, another envelope. This is another one that we sewed onto a thinner strip. My aunt took a marbling class, so we have lots of her marbled paper. Little piece of fabric in the middle. I love that one too. It was hard to try and pick which one I wanted to start first. And some more marbled paper, really pretty floral paper. Here's another piece of my family history. Doily, an old magazine article that we turned into a pocket. More ribbon trim, which I just think looks so pretty. This was my great aunt did this calligraphy. This was the church I think my mom grew up going to. Doodles from my little cousins. Little baby pocket. Another little pocket. So there's so many fun ways and things that you can do with junk journals. I have a video planned that's like, I'm not sure when it'll come up, but for different ways to fill a junk journal. This is using patterned paper. I love how that pocket turned out. More trim. Another little pocket. More trim. And that's my great-grandpa. So it's just kind of cool having little bits of my family with me. And then this is the last one. More pom-pom trim. This is another piece of the Planner Society paper. I love how that pocket turned out. More fabric. Another envelope. Little envelope there. This is from, a lot of this also came from a Happy Mail swap that I did, and I actually have an unboxing of the Happy Mail, which I'll link below. So a lot of these elements came from there. Another little envelope from some Happy Mail. I feel like there's something cool back here. Maybe not. Another little envelope. So there is my junk journal flip throughs and 2 ways to make them and some ideas of what to fill it with. And I hope this gave you guys lots of inspiration. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell notification for more awesome videos like this. And give this video a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments, do you junk journal? Do you like to junk journal? Do you have any questions about how to make a junk journal or where to get any of the supplies? Please let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you next time. Bye!